in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this to Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. Oh, what a juke into space. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, there's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but
come on, baby.
I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. After the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
All day, baby, all day.
That goes for a gain of 31. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, they're a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sack, baby. Sack,
Right, so about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Every day.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes firing complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. No gain on the play. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. Interesting stat line right now. And technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that surface pro to see what they see.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good defense.
Let's go, defense.
Allen taking it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
It's easy work.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A pass complete here to Aitman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
He's going to rifle one deep left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Mahomes now to throw. The open man is Westbrook. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He completes it to Westbrook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, a throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check. 4 down. 4 down.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time, it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is fielded to the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
We got this.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again on second down. Allen, and his throw here's incomplete.
Good touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Allen.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't. Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Noah Fant, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They started on the ground with Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Here's Allen. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yellow. Hey. We got three. Three down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 31, Allen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
All day, baby, all day.
Automatic first
So
down.
the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Play action, now it's Allen. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Noah Finn with the 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This one taken from the 7th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Come on, fellas.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Watch 54. Crunch time, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Aitman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Come on, baby, let's go.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's gonna take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs and mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in a position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You think you gonna get this?
Back to throw, Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got him. Check.
Now Mahomes. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 7, 34 seconds to go. To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
He's scared. Bang!
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Chicago, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story f***ed up if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison and claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case